I'm Chevee, and today on the Daily Shed, we discuss succeeding at failure. Hello friends, it's Monday. Welcome to the shed. Another wonderful Monday, except that it's raining. And I screwed up this weekend. Screwed up big time. And the interesting thing is, if I didn't tell you right now, nobody would ever know. If you didn't watch this video here, go watch it. It's 10 minutes, 11 minutes long. And I made a simple little lighted decorative sign for my mother for Mother's Day. And it turned out great. It's got this rustic, country, crafty look, which she loves. And I put a switch on it, and batteries, and all that good stuff, and the lights, right? The thing is, when I was working on that project, I screwed up bad. I had glued all the lights into the lettering before I attached the lettering to the base. And when I was screwing the lettering to the base, screws and wires don't mix. Normally not a big deal. I could just pull it back out, solder the wire back up, put it back together. But in this particular instance, it was all hot glued into this fresh wood, and there was no getting the lights back out without destroying them. So I had to drill all the lights back out, sand it again, touch up some of the paint, put new lights in it, re-glue it, put it all back together, and it worked. And I made the video, I gave it to her on Sunday, she loved it, she watched the video, she cried. It was a huge success. But what you don't see in that video is the big failure. Because I edited it out. In fact, I didn't even film it. I was so pissed. Like, you would have seen me upset. I destroyed a drill bit. That's not cheap. Anyway. So, failure happened. And you know what? That's great. Failing is extremely important. And as a game designer, I've done quite a few interviews and podcasts and discussions with other designers. And the one thing that everybody always asks is, what advice do you have for a new designer? That's always like the standard question. And my advice is always fail. Fail often, fail as much as you possibly can, and fail some more. And there's a simple reason for that. We learn from our failures way more than we learn from our successes. And oftentimes it's because success can be a mysterious butterfly. It happens, right? Whereas failure is usually a series of unfortunate events, and you can catalog them and see, I did this, and I screwed it up, and I'll never do that again. So like, I started designing games in 97, designed my first game. My first published game happened in 2012. 15 years. Now, there's a lot of things that led up to why it took me 15 years to get published, some of which were I simply took time off from designing, took time off from seeking publication, but a lot of it is because I hadn't learned how to design games yet. The only way I could learn how to design games is to fail. Fail and fail some more. And eventually you'll build up this toolbox of, okay, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this does. Okay, I'll put that over here. This doesn't work, this doesn't work. And eventually you have enough bits in this box that you can craft something out of it and succeed through your failures. And that's why I love failing, because that means I've tried. That means I've gone that one extra step that somebody else didn't go through to learn that process. And I've put an extra memory in my memory bank that I can pull from later when I need to succeed. This YouTube thing, this might never, in fact, the chances of it ever becoming something fruitful for me are extremely small. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to be the next YouTube star. I'm not here to develop a channel that has, and get my gold play button on the wall or whatever it is that I get from my recognition. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to add experiences to my toolbox. I've tried various things just on the last 7 weeks of this show. I've tried experimenting with inslates. I've tried experimenting with formats and experimenting with little side pieces, little exposés, different topics. That is all failures that I can put into a bucket and say, all right, this works for my channel, this doesn't work for my channel, and I'll start strengthening these things. Now, that's happening soon. In the next couple of weeks, I'll have some new equipment in the studio so that I can have better sound quality, better lighting. Hopefully I'll have a new camera by the summer, and I'll really be able to up the level of the channel. But the point is, YouTube isn't my end goal. In fact, I don't know what my end goal is right now. But without trying, without failing first, I won't know where I'm capable of going. So I'm going to keep doing this every day. I'm going to keep pushing myself to try new content, try new things, try this, try that, see what fails, and write that off and not go back there. And then in the future, there is an opportunity here that I might be able to jump off of this. I have no idea what that noise was. This might jump off into something else. So failing is the number one building block for success. It's going to teach you how to succeed. Every woodworker knows this. Every craftsman knows this. Every artist knows this. In order to cut good dovetails, you have to cut 1,000 bad ones. In order to draw an excellent picture of a cat, you have to draw hundreds and hundreds of bad ones. That's just life. Fail. Often. As much as you can. Every day. And you'll learn something from it. What do you think? Let's talk about failure in the comments below. Or let's talk about how your failures led to your successes, because that's way more energetic.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from English.stackexchange.com. Why do you have to say bless you when someone sneezes? I actually think I know the answer to this one. Some people believe that a sneeze causes a soul to escape the body through the nose. Saying bless you would stop the devil from claiming the person's freed soul. Others believed the opposite, that evil spirits use the sneeze as an opportunity to enter a person's body. Okay, the first one, so you're thinking, but how does me expulsing air let something, because there's a vacuum or a void that I don't know. That's not what I thought. I had always heard that when you sneeze, your heart stops beating for a second. And so saying bless you was like, hey, your heart didn't stay stopped. I don't know. Maybe you have some insight. Okay, this week on By Day, we're going to try and experiment all week long. By Day's question and answer has a theme, and that theme is Chevee, comma, how do I fix blank? You fill it in. Fill in the blank. What do you want to know? I'll fix anything. That's like I've said it before, that's literally like my favorite thing to do in this whole world is fix stuff. So let me know what you want me to fix. Or let me know what you want to fix and you need me to tell you how to fix it. Except for like diseases. I can't fix your diseases, people. Go to the doctor. I mean, come on. That's it for today. Don't forget to talk about your failures in the comments. Talk about this Friday in the comments. Send me a letter. You'll get a postcard. That amazing piece of awesomeness, I feel really bad about only having a postcard to send, so I'll figure something out. If you have something else you want to put on the wall, don't hesitate to send that to me and we'll hang it up and we'll get something shipped out to you. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I will catch you tomorrow. While in school, did you ever cheat on a test? Not that I know of. Maybe. I did a lot of stupid things in school. Would you rather be able to run at 50 miles per hour or fly at 5 miles per hour? Fly? I've got a motorcycle if I need to go somewhere. I don't need to run.